to the International LinkedIn Masterclass. We'll give you a couple of minutes for everybody to come in. And then we'll jump in. Let's see. Okay, people are already coming. That's nice. Please. Okay. Guys, I can hear myself. So just shut down the YouTube or whatever it is. Yeah, but everybody listening, okay, I think now we're good. Everybody listening, please tell us where are you coming from, what do you do, and
Hi everyone, greetings from myself. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you here. Let's start. I think Nemanja is experiencing some difficulties, but let's start anyhow. He will join us as we go. Let me. You can write in your chat your as already Nemanja asked you, where are you from, which industry are you in, why did you join us today, what do you want to find out, how can we help you, anything literally, and we will try to tailor our webinar, LinkedIn live event to your answers.
okay, I think now we are good. We have people from all around the globe, as I can see. Serbia, then we have Gauri Bahal, then we have USA, Florida. Nice. Welcome, people. Welcome. So before we jump in, what we're going to do is present ourselves for a few moments and tell you who we are, why are we talking about LinkedIn, and what you can do from us. I see we have also India in house. That's nice. So we are going worldwide, as you can say. So let me start. My name is Nemanja Živković. I'm somebody who works with B2B companies, specifically helping them with their marketing. I'm somebody who based their business on LinkedIn and grew it on LinkedIn. I managed to close sales for like 200 companies in a little less than 4 years. Worked with a lot of them. A lot of it happened on LinkedIn organically. And so I have a lot of insights and knowledge to share. Also, LinkedIn pronounced me as one of the rising stars of the marketing world for this year, 2023. I was quoted a few times from LinkedIn ads pages. A lot of things that I have in my head that I want to share with you, a lot of insights, new one, old one, and things that are changing, things that are working nowadays. But let me present you who else is with me here. Alexander.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us. My name is Alexander Stojanovic. I'm Fraction CFO, and I'm working with B2B SaaS startups and SMBs with ARR from $1 million to $50 million. We have currently clients based in multiple locations across the globe, and we are offering them a strategic financial advisory. I will now not go into details, but that's in a nutshell what we do. Apart from that, I am proud dad of 3 daughters. or three little devils, as I call them, because they make my everyday happier for me. And also I have a broad experience, mostly in FP&A. FP&A is financial planning in and analysis. So that would be it in short from my side.
Thanks, Alexander. We have Dejan with us as well.
Hi, everybody. My name is Dejan Pataki. I'm in marketing more than 20 years. And as Alexander said, I'm also the father of two children. And if something goes wrong with one of them, because it's very interesting when you have two young kids, I'm giving my explanation in the front. More than 20 years in marketing, and if you look at my LinkedIn profile, you will see that I'm just a beginner. When you look Nemanja and Alexander profile, you will see the professionals. So, but this masterclass is we created this also for the beginners. So I think that some insights from me and information from me and my experience maybe can be useful. That's it.
Thanks. Guys, I want to give you a few technical details before we actually start. And there are actually two or three of them. First of all, you will have the recordings of this masterclass for 48 hours after we finish. So feel free to go to the Funky Marketing YouTube channel, check it out, or you can watch it on LinkedIn if you are watching it on LinkedIn. Second thing is we're gonna have a QR code on the screen that you can see and scan to answer some of the questions related to the LinkedIn, the way you use it, how much time you're spending it, do you need help with some of the things? Because this masterclass is one way that we are helping you, but we will also try to personalize the way we are helping you further. And then based on that, we need insights from you. So those are a couple of things. Before we dive into the LinkedIn, what I want to say is that this is the masterclass which will be meant to the people who are just starting with LinkedIn or need help to developing things, but also those who are like in the middle. They know a few things, but they need to master the LinkedIn, and they're going towards that. We are doing the questionnaire mainly because we want to offer you additional things, which is strategic help and coaching, and to guide you through the frameworks, through the templates, so you can actually become the master of LinkedIn and use it in any way that you like. So to get more sales, to convert more clients, to get more leads, to hire more people, to establish the personal brand or the employer brand of the company, or something else. There are a lot of possibilities. LinkedIn is the biggest B2B sales platform at the moment when all the things are happening. It's not the virtual CV as it was back in the days. So let's getting on and give you a couple of basic things about LinkedIn. I always like to start with the mission and the vision of LinkedIn, and it is to connect world's professional and to empower them to be better at what they do. Just having that in mind helps a lot with what you should be doing on LinkedIn. Network, connect with people, and give them enough materials, educate them so they can become better at what they do. If you use that on LinkedIn will work for you. As simple as that. But now let's get into the nuances and get into why we are actually saying this. There, maybe you can jump in and tell us the foundation, what we actually need to know before we get to the LinkedIn, to the profile optimization and all those other stuff.
As I said on start, I'm just a beginner. So my impressions are very, very fresh and maybe be important for someone who is just a starter. I'm totally active about less than 100 days. So I want to share I want to share my statistics, my analytics. If Nemanja let me, is it? Can I just a moment? Just a moment. Share screen. Hello. And now to that. At the beginnings, there will always be a technical problems, so why not? This time.
Always good. We have time.
Okay. I will try, but if Nemanja is, what are you see now? Nothing.
Now we see the screen.
Okay. And that's my journey in less as you see in past 90 days. And the number of impressions, if Nemanja Alexander share their statistics, it will be much more bigger. But it's interesting right here that I created this when I start at the 1st September, something like that. I have only 7 or 800 connections. I almost make it double for 3 months, and not only that, I have sometimes at one day one questions about business that I done about marketing, and the people start to connecting with me, and this is only for 90 days. So it's a platform with so much potential, and as you see, I'm just a beginner, and I'm very happy with the result and with everything that happens to me. Studio.
Perfect. Okay. Thanks a lot for sharing. We wanted Dejan to kind of share the things because he's the new one into the journey. He knows marketing, but when it comes to LinkedIn, he's been an observer for a lot of times, had a conversation with me. And when he started, actually, he saw the results and what it's going on. And, just wanted to kind of encourage you from the start. Now we have with us Alexander, who is somebody who has more followers than me, and somebody who I didn't know, even though he's from Serbia, until a client from the US said, "Hey, do you know Alexander? He's, speaking on LinkedIn. You need to know this guy. Who is he?" Then we kind of connected, and one thing I want to say to all of you, and I'm sure Alexander will now take over and tell you, is that before you go to the LinkedIn and start optimizing your profile, you need to ask yourself some of the questions. Who you are, what's your goal, what are you doing, things related to your business, who are your customers, how are you selling to those customers, who are you hiring, if you're hiring, have the internal processes aligned, because LinkedIn is just basically the reflection of what's happening inside your company, right? Or if it's like personal branding, what's happening in your head. Are you clear with what you want to do or no? And if the company is having employees talk about business, being active on LinkedIn, it means one thing is the company don't have employees at all being active on LinkedIn. If they only post to the company page or not at all, it also means something. Right? So it's important to see what works for you and where you are at the moment. Those are the questions that we often call like popular psychology questions. And usually we skip them, but when we get to actually answer them, we see that those are hard questions to answer. And, those are essential life questions, not only business questions. And when you have all those answers, then it actually becomes much more easier to kind of, optimize your profile, come up with a headline, with about us sections, and those other things. But Alexander, take over. I think your profile is much better than mine and Dan's. So go ahead and take over. I have also some questions for you. So
Yeah, we'll do it later. Thanks. So yeah, thank you for your kind words, Nemanja. And I agree with you. For the people who are starting out, it would be a lot easier if you are to map your, let's say, ICP. ICP meaning ideal customer profile or ideal client, whatever. If you're trying to sell on LinkedIn and monetize your audience, your profile through your profile. So, but if you're here to learn how to optimize your profile for getting new job, that's what I want to also talk about, because actually almost 11 months ago, I started posting on LinkedIn in order to get new job. I was part of this huge mass IT layoffs, and I wanted to uh, use LinkedIn, harness its power in order to get recruiters and headhunters to notice me through LinkedIn, through my profile. So I started posting consistently starting from 29th of January, each day, one post. That's how much time I had to dedicate in order to get some traction. And I managed to catch attention of the few headhunters, and eventually in 2 weeks I got a new full-time job. But I have never imagined that in a couple of months I would get to open my own firm, get my first clients, and start completely different journey than what I have ever imagined. So LinkedIn is great, and I built my business from scratch thanks to LinkedIn, and thanks to being consistent on this social network, and of course, thankfully to networking and getting to know different people like Nemanja and Dejan, also from different countries. So LinkedIn has huge power if you are here to listen and learn. So maybe if the guys agree, I can start with sharing my screen. I want to show you how some of the profiles look, some of the, let's say, very good profiles look like. Do you agree? You can nod. It's fine. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, before we get into that, I mean, feel free to share the screen while I talk. I just want to tell you, like, you can go and visit Alexander's profile and check out the way it looks like in the cover section of our profiles. Now you will see the video, so the stream on LinkedIn, so you won't be able to see the cover photo. But after the session, feel free to go and check it out. We'll now use other people's profile to kind of uh, show you the way it's done. First is our good friend Yasmin Alic. One of actually he was a top LinkedIn creator in the last couple of months. Probably it's now in the top as well.
Yeah, Yasmin is a guy from our neighboring country, Bosnia, and he was ranked by Favicon as top one creator. He even surpassed OG. When I say OG, I mean Justin Welsh. So bow down to Yasmin for achieving this, and his profile is your one profile which you need to visit. I visit it daily for sure because there's a lot to learn from his journey, through his posts, through his profile. So I recommend to follow him, and you won't regret it because he is very spitting wisdom in every post. Let's say. Let's start with his cover photo. As you can see, his cover photo is very, let's say, visually catching, and it's grabbing your attention. You have some thought-provoking question which he asks here, and that's what each cover photo should have. Also, what does he do? And social proof. He was seen with Digicel, Microsoft, and this third company. Also, he has a call to action, never miss my posts, and a bell. This means then when you go to here, you can ring this bell. I rang it, and LinkedIn will notify you each time Yasmin posts. So you can get to his profile and be among the first ones who will see this post, and you can engage with his posts and also learn something out of it. Also, he updated this because it used to say he was fully booked, but now he is available for one-to-one course and coaching. So very great cover photo. I would have showed you mine, but this is not possible because we are live on LinkedIn currently, as Neman explained. Anything to add, guys, about cover photo? Maybe something I missed? Okay.
As
Uh-huh.
just a moment. As Alexander said, for Jasmine is someone who's constantly share knowledge. So that's a big thing. Not only it's a perfect profile, but also always sharing knowledge, and everything is update. So he's one of my favorite creators.
Yeah, I mean, what I would like to add is that, pay attention to how he has combined the profile photo with the cover photo, right? He has like a black circle around the profile photo to kind of stand out from the cover. He has also stated the companies he's been working with. He has a CTA, describes what he's doing, but also pay attention to, if you look at his profile photo, how he's looking forward, but his head is a little bit on the side, right? That's usually the best thing. He's smiling, and I mean those are one of the first things that people see when they come to our profile. We have headline. We will talk about it in a few moments. Headline is the thing that follows you around along with the profile photo. So make sure that everything is as it should be. Jasmine, as well as I, and Dejan as well, is somebody who is coming from Serbia, so maybe people don't know how to pronounce our names all the time. So it's like Nemanja or Nemanja, right? That's why I have like on my profile, you see that little volume icon on Yasmin profiles. I use that to kind of tell to the people like is Nemanja not Nemanja? Keep it funky. On the other hand, what Yasmin does is he has like J is a nickname, so he added that to his name, so you can easily come up with how you pronounce the name. And yeah, before we continue, please ask any questions anytime. We'll add them when it's the right moment. But we're reading all the questions, so make sure to ask whatever you have to answer. We are here for you to answer all the questions. Now let's move to the headlines, right?
Okay, thank you, Nemanja. Or should I say Nemanja? So headlines, yeah, headlines are what you do, what you wanna be seen with, what you wanna be seen for, because these first couple of words will be seen in each time you engage with someone's content. So let's go to comments here. Let's open this one, for example. As you can see, uh, just below, yeah. So this is it, what I'm talking about. So this is only visible and it follows you everywhere. And the LinkedIn algorithm, the LinkedIn itself, it functions in a that way that you need to engage with people in order to grow, in order to basically get something out of it. So this is very important to engage with other content creators, with the ones who you admire the most, or the ones who are your ICP, ideal customers profiles, or anyone you like. But you need to engage and engage meaningfully, thoughtfully, not just killer blueprint, sir, like this, Lindsay. Lindsay, no offense, but this is not a good comment. You need to read the post, find something valuable which resonated with you, and then write a comment meaningfully, and of course tag the creator in order so he get notified about it and he can reply to you or engage with you further. So this is very important, and these headlines are following you everywhere. So let me get back to his profile. So he stated clearly that he is making writing and LinkedIn easy for everyone. And second part, he is a creator coach, international speaker, and dropping. So he even adds some sort of CTA. Very important thing that you simply explain to everyone what are you here for, what are you doing, what do you want to do. It depends. Maybe you're just a CEO, or I don't know, financial analyst or whoever, and you just trying to get headhunters to notice you. But anyhow, you need to put something meaningful here. And if you are that person who is trying to get recruiters and headhunters to find you, this is the your space as well, because each word you are putting here, when the recruiters and headhunters are using the recruiter, let's call it application by LinkedIn, they are using a section which has keywords, and they type in some certain keywords they're looking for. So you're gonna pop out if you have those keywords. So very important section, and please don't underestimate it. Guys, you can edit anything, please.
Yeah,
I will mute.
I'll share my screen just to show to the people how does it look like when what do you see when it comes to the headline, right? I have these saved posts. I mean, we are all saving this post, and this is the most shitty option interface when it comes to the LinkedIn when you try to go through the save post. But let's see, MJ has CMO at Collab Manufacturing, B2B SaaS startup. It has more, but this is what people are seeing. So like the first couple of words that you have, that Maya, best-selling author of GTM strategist, advisor and mentor. Andre, co-founder, full funnel ABM and full funnel marketing. Richard van der Bloom, amplifying sales and marketing with LinkedIn, training, etc. Jonathan, we manage paid media to drive pipeline for B2B SaaS. But just want to make a point. This is how people are seeing your headline. And this is what you always need to have in mind, as well as the profile photo. So always have that in mind when you think about the headline. It needs to emphasize a couple of important things when it comes to the headline, and those are the things: who you are and what do you do. Are you helping like first-time founders with the leader skills? Are you helping people do specific things? What makes you accomplished? So think about all these things, and what you can use in a headline is, do you have like 10 years of experience in something, or even 2 years can be relevant. State the outcomes. What did you help your clients do? Add some achievements. Also, how much time did you spend creating something specific or working with clients? Or as Alexander says, he has a specific target group, and that is, Alexander, what did you say about the target group?
Yeah, I am trying to be as much as niched down in order to get my sweet spot clients. So my ideal customer profile are B2B SaaS startups and SMBs with ARR from $1 million to $50 million.
Yeah, so use those specifics. Georgie had a question: how many people actually really look at the profile? He said when I write to connected people, they ask questions that they could all answer themselves if they look at my profile in details. That happens a lot, especially if you are not very active on LinkedIn. So in those cases, it happens a lot because people don't know you, especially when you're doing the outreach and those kind of things, and especially when uh, they don't see you in your feed, so they don't know who you are and what do you do and those kind of things. What I like to do is have a welcome message when I say to the people, if I just to say hi, if I can help you, feel free to check out my profile. So every message that I have goes for them to check out my profile, which is fully optimized. Deki?
Just a few things about headline and the profile picture. It's very important. And if we spoke on a marketing language, it's almost the first touch point of your brand. So the most people, the first thing they see when they saw you on LinkedIn, it's your profile picture and your headline. As Alexander said, every engagement, as you see, so it's very, very important. And if you have some time to make this perfect, I will ask you to do that very, very, very precious and very, very to give attention to create a great headline. It's very important.
Yeah, I mean, that's it about the headline. What we wanted to say now, how does the structure of your profile looks like further as you go down from the headline? It depends on do you have a creator mode activated or no. Creator mode is important if you are actually somebody who has decided to create content on LinkedIn, right? To be a creator. That's what it means to be a creator. No matter if it's through the comments, if it's through your posts, if you are creating content, you need to have a creator mode. And when you have a creator mode, like your LinkedIn profile is optimized first to get more followers. So it's follow first, not connect first option. And then basically emphasize the featured section of your profile, which is essential. This is the section when you have your most important links. You have scheduled calls linked to your calendar. You have testimonials, case studies, all the things, maybe some interviews, all the things that you consider important for somebody to come to your profile and convert. Basically, the thing about your whole LinkedIn structure and profile is that it should lead for them to do a specific action, specific CTA. Just like I'm now adding a QR code, and you can basically scan the code and give us answers to a few questions to help us learn more about you, how you consume LinkedIn, and what are specific things that you do. So that's why like feature section is extremely important. Most of the people don't even have feature section. Make sure you're not one of them. And also important thing regarding that is about section, which is if you look at the creator mode, it's way below. If it's without creator mode, it's right above under the headline. And about us section is the section which is actually the second sales point of your profile, or actually the first one on LinkedIn, right? This is where you say not only about them, you're talking about you, and the first 3 rows or 2.5 are what people should actually read to make them click see more and read the whole about section. See more, remember this, it's the most important part, the most important CTA on LinkedIn. People, you need to make people click see more to read your post. You need to click them see more to read more about your full about section or anything else that's actually out there. Let's see, Alexander, Dan, do you have anything more to add regarding that?
As a beginner, I want to tell something that the creator mode is for free. It's not paying options. So creator mode is, if you start it, it's completely free.
Okay, yeah, sure. I wanna add and share my screen again. Just a second.
Yeah, just to answer We have a question from Nenad, and some others will answer them a little bit later, as soon as we finish with this part. We cannot hear you.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. This is a premium option, but I wanna answer to George. I think the name of the guy who asked about people viewing your profile. This is mine, and you can see this is in past 365 days. Over 30,000 people view this comparison versus previous week, 3% more. And you can see by the name, reach out to them. So this is premium, and you need to pay for this. But a lot of people are viewing my profile because I'm providing them valuable content, engaging each day, and trying to go above and beyond. So that's how it looks like when it comes to my views. Just wanted to share, this is your people is getting hits and is getting noticed when you are posting, engaging daily. And let me get back to Yasmin's profile. So yeah, the guys mentioned creator mode. You with creator mode get some resources, get these hashtags. These hashtags are basically your content pillars. What are you talking about? What are you posting? What are you commenting about? Etc. 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 So also you get to add a link, whether it's a Calendly link or your website, anything you want to put here, you can do it. Let's move down. So feature sections, as Nemanja explained, it's very important, and you can add here different things, whether it's your most liked post or some links like Yasmin had. Usually you need to put in the first spot what's the most important to you, like LinkedIn strategy call is for Yasmin, then coaching program on the second spot, and third you have a newsletter for Yasmin, and also some other things like his most liked posts, best performing posts, over 10K likes. So feature section is very important, and usually people when are trying to reach you or see what you have, they go to your profile and scroll, and if you have some resources here, they will most of the cases click it and see what are they for. Okay. Yeah. Next come posts. Yeah, there was a question about posts. We can, I don't know, we can maybe go to some of Yasmin's.
Let's do it a little bit later. Let's finish the profile first.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So about section, yeah, Nemanja mentioned about section. This is the first part which caught attention. So you have a limited words which are visible here without clicking see more. So if this catches attention of you, then it's great. If does not, it's not good. So you need to grab attention of the people visiting your profile in order for them to click see more, and then they can read everything. So you have introductions, some social proofs, where you worked, how do you help, what pain points are you solving, etc. But these two lines are the most important things. Okay. And experience, of course. This section, you need to add where you worked, how long you worked, for whom do you work, and add skills. This is a great thing. So you also can put these skills on top of your profile when you and choose from available skills when you add them here. So yeah, also whether you worked remotely like Yasmin or on site, it's really important when, for example, are people trying to see if you are a real person, not some robot hidden behind this profile. Or also when recruiters and headhunters want to hire you, they are going to go here and see, does this match your CV which you uploaded when you applied for some specific job, for example. So very important section. Guys, want to add something about this?
Yeah. Just keep the screen. Keep the screen. I want to say to the people that what is now something that advanced users are doing is kind of tell the story about your learnings on the specific positions, right, or achievements under each working experience, right? Tell the story of what did you do in that company, how it helped you advance your career to the next position. And Alexander mentioned an important thing, and that is actually, you can just come now to the LinkedIn and say, I'm the CEO of that company. How did you become the CEO? How did you become somebody who is expert in something or professional? We need to see your working experience. What did you do to get there, right? So it's important to state all of these things and have them in your profile. And along with your headline, about section, feature section, what you write under the experience are the things that will help people actually find you in the LinkedIn search. Now maybe we can see the recommendations part, which is in the creator mode, is way below. And let's be honest and say nobody is going to scroll down to actually see this, and that is a problem. And a lot of people say, oh, I have recommendations, but nobody's seeing them. So you actually need to add one or two to your featured section so somebody can actually see them or try to state them in a different way. Anything else to add regarding the profile, guys? Or I can share the screen and show a few things. What can people actually analyze on their profile and see if they are doing good?
I just want to add, when it comes to recommendations, feel free to reach out to people who you worked with, who you worked for, to ask them to give you recommendation, to endorse your skills, anything, because this is very valuable and everyone is looking into it. And it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost them anything. You can buy them a beer, a coffee, or anything just to do it, or you can do it for them. So it's a win-win situation, and everyone is basically winning. So very useful thing, and feel free to reach out to anyone you worked for.
Yeah, don't be shy like we were. Like I know I forget those things, and I usually give recommendations to everybody I'm working with, but I forgot to ask, so they give it to me, right? It's always good to be the first one to give recommendation, but then ask for the people to do it in reverse, right? Because people don't think about it, so you need to remind them, hey, maybe you can tell a few words about your experience working with me. Okay, I will now share my screen. Okay, yeah, I just want to show you what you can measure on LinkedIn. Now, I have a profile, but it doesn't matter. Most of the things you can measure as well. Alexander mentioned profile viewers. So when you have a paid LinkedIn, you can see actually everybody who have visited your profile. And you can hide your profile so people don't see that you actually are visiting their profile. You have interesting viewers, all depending what do you do. It helps you segment people on a higher level by interesting viewers, by companies, and you can add all the other filters as well. But what I want to show you is something else. Sure, you can see impressions, your highest rating posts, engagement, and everything, but search appearance. We mentioned a couple of times how important are the keywords that you add into your headline, into your about section, into your working experience. This is the part when you see how many people are actually, how many times your name pops up when somebody searches for you, and what they type into the search when they find your name. So go ahead and take a look. Are those the right things that you want to be found for? If not, go back to your profile and optimize the things. And also the companies your searchers work for, job titles. You can find out a lot of stuff. When it comes to the about section, I just want to give my final advice, and this: use the piece of paper or use what I would like to say as Google Doc, and actually write a one pager about you, all the things that you consider important. then cut it down in half. In half is where you can actually add it to your about section. If you cut it more, then you will actually have a description for the Twitter or for Threadline or whatever it is. And then if you cut it down to one sentence, and I recommend you do it because it's important and it will teach you how to present yourself in one sentence, then you have the headline. So make sure to to do those things. George asked, did we teach ourselves this? Yes, we actually did it. We went through the trial and error things and learned those things. Then we worked with companies. Then we worked with individuals and actually created the frameworks, the patterns that works, and we are actually helping others do that as well. Now we can maybe talk about the types of content and about those kind of things. Guys, feel free to ask us anything related to the types of content. Let's hear some of the questions while we get into it. I mean, there are different types of content on LinkedIn. We can maybe now talk a little bit about what actually works, what doesn't work on LinkedIn, because things are changing. And before we get into that, I just want to say that LinkedIn algorithm is changing a lot. If you're not somebody who is posting regularly on LinkedIn, you cannot see those changes and those things. So you need to be in the dirt, as I would like to say, to kind of predict what's going to happen. You can see this type of post getting the biggest reach now, but then in like a month or 2 or 3, you can see it going down. So think about it. Also feel, make sure to scan this code and answer us a couple of questions about how you're using LinkedIn to help us to kind of further develop the education. But LinkedIn was having 2 different types of algorithms. So one is for mobile, one is for desktop users. So, and it was totally different. What you do on desktop, who you add on desktop, who you comment on desktop, based on that, you will see what happens next. What do you do on mobile? If you add people on mobile, you will see their content on mobile. Now it's slowly changing and merging together, but it's still, a different thing what you see on mobile and what you see on your desktop. And believe me, if you didn't find out yet, a lot of people are actually now using LinkedIn from their mobile. I think actually like around 50%, which was totally different like 3 or 4 years ago. Like COVID changed that because people were using basically LinkedIn when they come to the office and they log in into their business accounts and they open LinkedIn and then they start using it for business. But now it's changed. LinkedIn become more, I would say, approachable to the people who are not only talking about business but want to present themselves in a professional way. So that's also important. Having that in mind, maybe we can talk about types of posts. And guys, what do you see pops into your feed these days?
Who will start?
Okay,
I will start.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll do it quickly. As Nemanja said, LinkedIn give us opportunity to create different things of posts on the different kind of media, but the one is the most important. It's particularly the text, and about text there is a lot of things we can spoke about it, how to write, how to format, and does it have to be with a picture, with visual or not, or something like that. But for me, as my background in marketing is copywriter, so I feel most comfortable when we're talking about text. But I also know the importance of video content or PDF or what we call it on documents. But the first one is sure text. Studio.
Yeah, text is extremely important because also one thing that I want to mention to everybody, it ranks on Google. it takes time, but in months it ranks on Google. And if you are somebody who was posting on LinkedIn frequently, then you can go to Google and type in like your name and surname and maybe some of the topics. And one of the things that you will see into the feed is your LinkedIn profiles, your LinkedIn posts actually. So yeah, text is usually the first one that people start with because you don't need to record yourself, you don't need to talk, you don't need to to do anything basically. You can just come up and write. But also with development of AI and those kind of things, it became easy for somebody to replicate somebody else's post or to generate it via AI. So people are now doubtful, is the real person actually behind it or no? And what's the most important thing is you need to add different types of posts to it so you can actually prove that you are somebody who is actually behind those text posts and knows what they are doing. So before we jump into the video, maybe we can talk about visual stuff. So like pictures with the photos or memes or gifs, those kind of things. Alexander is the king of that kind of content. Also infographics. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, sure. So let me again share my screen. It's easier to show people what are we talking about. So this was my post from yesterday. I haven't imagined that this is gonna work, but it blew. It was a meme basically, which I created about FP&A software and used this David Beckham and Victoria Beckham funny meme to create it. And you can see that it had over 500 likes, 30 comments, 21 reposts, over 40K impressions. So I just tried it and tested. I haven't expected this to work, but it worked. So people are also like these funny things to see because they don't wanna see LinkedIn is very, let's say, serious platform because people are talking about the jobs, careers, etc., serious stuff basically. So this kind of I wanted with this meme to brighten up everyone's Sunday, and I managed to do it. So feel free, as Nemanja said, to trial and test it and see where it will take you. Another example regarding visuals. Oh, Jessica. Hi, Jessica. We will lower you for a second. Uh, so this is authored up add-in for LinkedIn. I use it for writing posts, tracking analytics, and it's great. It's around 15, I think, or $20 a month, so it's not that expensive, and it also provides you different formatting options. You can save draft, hooks, endings, different things. So it's very useful. You also maybe have a free trial version. I don't know. I recommend you to try it. You won't regret it. That's my experience. So these are my stats for last year, and you can see that I had in total over 9 million impressions. So my best performing post was just let me click it. Yeah, it was a GIF I created. Here it is. So it's about key finance and accounting roles explained. So I've created this GIF by hiring a designer and giving him guidance on how he should do it. But it's achievable. I This post went viral and I got huge numbers out of it. And also I've included over 2K characters. So it's not only a GIF post, but it's also a text post. So I combined them in one basically. But I have different posts. Let's Here it is. For example, it's just a simple infographic picture with a lot of information, but people are loving this. And I also got huge performance out of it. So my recommendation to everyone starting out or is intermediate user, feel free to test and trial to see what's working, because I started, as I already mentioned in the beginning, to post on 29th of January this year, and my traction in a couple of months was maybe 1 to 2K followers, nothing more. My performance was, I don't know, 10 to 15 likes per post. That was nothing compared to this now. But I've started to learn from each post, from each engagement, for each comment, and in a couple of months my numbers started to grow. So I'm here where I'm now, thanks to being consistent, thanks to trying to learn new things, and just uh, felt free to test different options. So that's it.
Perfect. Yeah. What I wanted to add, and I'll share an example just to show to the people, like, use memes or those kind of things to explain serious things in a more chill and relaxed way. I use this meme to kind of explain, how the relationship between creating a demand and SEO, right? What comes first? So we need to indicate people to kind of start searching, and then SEO will work naturally, right? So, and this actually shows how it is. Demand is actually carrying the SEO. And make sure to add those kind of things. I will just emphasize the importance of what Alexander said is, somebody will read the text, somebody will look at the visual. Make sure to cover both sides. It's the same when we talk about video. And videos are the third most important post that you can have on LinkedIn. Why? Because they create trust, right? People need to see what's your accent, how do you look like, how do you smile, do you actually smile, those kind of things, and they are extremely important. They maybe get the third of the reach the text post gets, or also the visual post gets. But the thing is that you should think about, look at the views, not the likes, when it comes to the videos. And also, what's a good advice is that you need to have, videos which are like 1 or 2 minutes tops. Why? For one specific reasons. When you have a long text, and actually you need to add inside the text what you have in the video as well, because somebody will read the text, somebody will actually read the video, meaning they will have the transcripts and they will read it. Not everybody has their volume up, and not everybody can listen, right? So from that perspective, if you have a video which is around minute or two, they go in the loop, they repeat, the loop repeats, and then while somebody reads the text, they actually watch the video 10 times from LinkedIn standpoint, right? From the algorithm standpoint. It means they're actually staying on the post and they are interested. And that thing is one of the most important things LinkedIn, besides see more, is how much time are people spending on your post, on your profile. That's extremely important. That's why we try to keep them. That's why Alexander adds the arrows, so somebody will, they will pay attention to what they are looking at, the GIF and those kind of things. We add a hook so people know, we elaborate right away. You should stay on this profile and read this post and click see more, so you can know what we are explaining you further, so you can know a lot more information further. Also, we didn't mention, like, selfies work great. As Alexander says, you can cry if you don't like it, but take selfies and post them, but just add the context, right? Have the right context to it. If you just add a selfie randomly with one sentence which doesn't mean anything, well, it doesn't mean anything. So from that standpoint, it's important. Also, the things that work on LinkedIn are PDFs. So LinkedIn documents, basically it's carousel, if you know it from Facebook or from Instagram. And those are like, every time you have a post with bullets, it's better to have it as a document, right? So people can actually scroll. The first page needs to be the one that draws the attention. And then, you need to actually, what I like to say, draw to the people what they need to do. So you tell them now, scroll left so you can watch the rest of the pages inside the documents, or to read more. And every time you have in the down part of the page you have the arrow, so it directs them what they need to do. Like during the weekends, polls work as well. Maybe they won't get many people react to them, but they will have people answer. You can use them to kind of like separate people. If you have I don't know, like we can teach you strategy when it comes to LinkedIn, we can teach you personal branding, or we can give you frameworks and templates, right? And so we add a poll to ask you what are you interested in the most out of those three things. Based on the answers, I can follow up and send you a message inside your inbox to go only with strategy or with personal branding. And I can say, hey, I saw that you said that you need somebody to help you with your personal branding. So I have this article or this education or this video, whatever it is, or this podcast episode talking about it. I would recommend that you watch it, read it, or whatever it is. I never had a no when I did that, because they know what they answered. You remind them of that, and they will go ahead and read that. If that's something that resonates with them, if they find value, they will go back and actually, talk with you about how you can help them. Guys, anything to add? Studio.
Okay, that's the influence of me. No, I have nothing to add. It's completely clear. And as you say, when we have a masterclass on Serbian language, I do selfie, and that was the one with the most impressions in the last few months. So sometimes even a selfie is a good way.
Yeah, and I will.
Yeah, well,
Alexander, keep talking. I just want to tell to the people, please scan the code, answer the questions, and give us, it just take like a minute. Give us a few informations. You don't need to actually type anything, so we can have more information about you.
yeah, guys, we want to meet you, know who you are, and how we can help you. So I just want to touch base about selfies. Yeah, the post I published, I think a week ago. It was in Serbian, but anyhow, I kind of was joking about selfies. So, but selfies are working, as you already heard from Dan, and people want to know you better. They want to know who you are, who is behind the profile. They like personal stories, and it's I always recommend that it's great for you to share something personal from your life, because people are that way gonna connect with you through this post. They gonna know you better, so it's a great way into your audience get to know you better, simply. So yeah, that's from my side. Just one small addition.
Exactly. We'll add a few more related to that at the end, when we kind of tell you, how you can do it, to share with you kind of a roadmap. But the essential thing that is giving a boost to everything that we do on LinkedIn, to our post, is engagement, right? Who are we connecting with? Who are we engaging with? And are we actually engaging, right? So I want to start with connections. Who we are connecting on LinkedIn. Alexander, you mentioned your ICP. That's actually definitely the first group that we should consider. And this is something that we also have, even outside of LinkedIn. That's the foundation, and those are the people that are making a decision, if they should buy from us or no, right? Then I would just a little bit go wider, and it means we need to have people who are also making a decision to buy, right? For example, if we are selling the tool or the service, we need to have the people who we actually use the tool or the service. So it's influencing the decision maker from below. Then we have the CTO, the CEO, or the CMO, people who are making a decision from above. And then, let's say in the middle of it, we have the guys that Alexander is mostly working with, and those are people that take care of the finance, right? Those are the people that will consider, do I have enough insights that I can decide that this is something that we need to pay for? Do we have enough budget for those things? So from that perspective, that's one side. Then we have people who are, we call them influencers, but they are basically subject matter experts who are either on a position where you want to go, or they're the people that they're going towards the same target group as you do, but they already have people who are reacting to their posts. So in that way, if you go directly to your target audience, it might happen that they are not in tech, or they are somebody who are not active on LinkedIn. It means that they will not accept your connection request, see your message. So what do you need to do is go above them, or actually around them, to kind of get to the point when they actually know who you are and what do you do and those kind of things. It means connecting to your peers, right? Or we call them like influencers. And basically, they have people who are already active on the same topics under their posts. What you need to do is steal those people. Meaning, we already talked, so now you're in position that you have your profile optimized, you have great content, but you have to get people over there to actually react to that content. So you need to add meaningful, insightful comments on other people's posts, or you need to actually start sending connection requests to people who are reacting on those people's posts. This way, they are already active, and since they are active on the same topic, they recognize that you know what you are talking about in your post and react to them as they are already reacting to other people's posts. So that's one thing that's important. I'm sure Alexander will add a few more insights about commenting, about those kind of things. You can only comment on LinkedIn without posting ever. Like, comment on LinkedIn is the same as post. And we mentioned Yasmin, we mentioned other people, they spend 2 to 4 hours a day commenting on other people's posts. Now, you don't need to spend that much time, but at least half an hour, it's enough. Alexander mentioned, the ring the bell of somebody's profile. That way, you don't need to go and search for the post to comment. You can have notifications, just go to that post, see if it fits, if you can add value to that comment, and then move on. It also gives you the chance to be one of the top people, first people that are actually commenting the post, which also matters when it comes to the visibility.
Yeah, that's my one of the secrets for my success here on LinkedIn. I'm always there first on my let's say bookmarked profiles. So that's my advice to all of you who are listening and are joined us today. Be first, ring that bell, and you won't regret it, because you will get so much out of it. But one remark: write meaningful and thoughtful comments. Don't just comment a great, share a great post or something like that. That's not gonna attract the content creator of that post to engage with you. He's gonna just like your comment, and that's at the maximum he will do it. So please engage thoughtfully and meaningfully with them. What I just also wanted to mention that it's very important regarding maybe it's a different topic, but when you are strategizing and brainstorming about your content creation, uh, it's great to put or organize your content in I don't know, a couple of buckets, like educational posts, inspirational posts, personal story posts, and for each day you have a different let's say topic, and that's how you engage different audiences, different people, and it's great to provide more value than just having some same content each day to another day. So that's my also advice to you. And third thing, when you are searching and trying to connect with your ICPs, ideal customer profiles, it's great to use LinkedIn's built-in search, and you can add It's not exclamation. Guys, please tell me how what's the word in English? It's not exclamation. Znaci navodnika.
Brackets.
It's not brackets. It's
No, yeah,
other
yeah.
word. Just a second. Just a second. Let me translate it.
Yeah, but people understand this, so don't worry.
Yeah, quotation marks.
Yeah.
So yeah, using LinkedIn built-in search, just use quotation marks. For example, my ideal customer profiles are CEO and founders or co-founders. And when I'm searching for them, I'm using quotation marks and putting those words within and trying to locate those people. So also, when you get the results, you can go to all filters and filter it even more, just to get your to narrow your search, basically. So it's very important. And when you're approaching them, I would recommend firstly to try to engage with their content somehow, then wait and see what happens next, then wait again. You need to be patient. This is a long process. You don't want to rush it. Then there's a lot of strategic tactics here. And another thing, then if you engage with them on some post, then you use this to send them a personalized invite. Always, my recommendation, also again, actionable insight from my side, is to personalized invite. When you are connecting to anyone, add a note. Say something. Hey, Alexander, loved your post about AI, finance, and accounting. It massively resonated with me, especially topic about money making prompts or whatever. So you need to be thoughtful when pitching your ICPs. Let's say. Thank you.
Yeah, sounds good. But I would use this chance before I share a few more insights about the search and how we look for and search. Uh, One thing that I wanted to answer, and we had that question, it is: do we need to answer every comments on our posts? Right? The answer, the most logical answer is yes, right? But sometimes there are stupid comments, right? And there are comments which like I'm like, what can I answer to this? So sometimes I just like it from my perspective. It's always nice to answer to everything, and those popular creators actually do it because they raise the post. And what I like to say always when you're commenting, try to do, if you have a chance to do it, to further prolong the conversation and to open the conversation through the comments. And then if it's blows up, if people start commenting, use that and extend as a post. On your profile, tag the people from whose profile is the comment, and then you have your own post, you're creating content with your target audience. So that's also one of the things that's important. So no, you don't actually need to comment on to answer to the comments of any post, but if you can, go ahead, do it. Someday, on some days, you will have like a strength or power to do it. On some days you'll say, oh fuck it, I cannot do it. And that's just, we are always keeping it real here. So but I want to share with you something. We mentioned that you need to connect also with people who are actually, we didn't mention that, but with people who are behind the popular podcasts, the popular blogs, the popular PR websites, whatever it is, because you need to also involve media inside that to have more visibility. So have in mind that you should also connect it with those kind of people outside of it, like Alexander and I, also Dan. I hope more in the future are people who are speaking at the conferences. We are also like, key speakers. And what we need to do and what we do is connect with people who are organizing events, so they can recommend us, hire us to come to actually, share our perspective and do a couple of speeches around that. Also to be paid for that, right? That's also one more source of an income. But let me share my screen. I want to give you a couple of, let's call them secrets. You can do some of it without premium LinkedIn. You can do a lot more with premium LinkedIn. When you come to the search and, for example, you look for the SEO or whatever it is, you can type CEO, you can type in whatever. Let's go with the CEO. I want to show you a couple of nice shortcuts that you can do to kind of get to the right people. So now I want to find out the CEOs who are Alexander connections, right? Alexander's connections.
Don't steal my customers.
Yeah, that's kind of how you can do it. You can actually see them all and connect with them because you know your competitors, right? From that standpoint, you can go and check out who are the connections. Also, you can do that with followers. You can check out who's actively hiring. That's a different thing. But people who are offering services in a specific areas can see, for example, if the company is hiring, and actually pitch them with your services. That helps a lot from time to time. You can go hashtags. This is a premium option, and there are a lot more insights and things that you can do. This is just one of the things that I wanted to share with you. You can do with the keywords. You can do in a lot of different ways, and this is something that we are teaching you all our strategic applications. And when we actually work with you to kind of help you with the personal branding, with coaching, with strategy when it comes to the company and how you can leverage LinkedIn for your company when it comes to sales, when it comes to employer branding, on other stuff related to that. So we talk about a lot of things.
Sorry, Nema. Just
Go
just
ahead.
want to add. So it's great when you are using this search and you need to add booleans. What I mean by booleans, it's using those quotation marks and you type in, for example, CEO, and then add and or founder in different, and you will get more narrowed down search for your ICPs. Then you go to these all filters and even filter it more down. So you get more narrowed down sample to work with. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, if you have questions, feel free to drop them below. What we will do now is share you a couple of more things related to LinkedIn and to especially how you can start. Right? We had a question. I think it was from Nenad, how you can actually start with LinkedIn, right? Because you usually need to have that balance when it comes to talk about business things, but you need to have a personality, so add a few more of personal stuff. At the same time, you need to go and talk a little bit about personal stuff, but don't want it to take over. So people actually see now this guy is talking about about his personal stuff. Does he actually knows the business that he's selling? So you need to have a healthy balance of that. And what I suggest to everybody is to have so a lot of people are not disciplined, right? We need to have that in mind. Like most of the people are not disciplined to kind of go every day and write content. Like Justin Welsh is, like Alexander is, like other people are. So you need to find a way to extract that content from somewhere, right? So you need to have at least blog post, long form content on your company page, or you need to write a newsletter, or you need to kind of have how do you call it, a podcast or video series or whatever it is, and to kind of extract the content from that. When you have that, then actually you don't have the pressure of, what should I post tomorrow, or how does it go, and what do you get from it. Alexander maybe have another strategy. I'll share one with you, and it is, mark your goal when it comes to LinkedIn and when it comes to your business. Say, I need this to happen in 6 months, I need this to happen in a year. Then basically be honest to yourself and say, hey, this is the type of content that I can create. I can write, or I can create the video, or I can come up with some photos maybe to add to the text post. When you have that, when you're honest to yourself, then say, okay, I usually like to go in 3 different directions and have 3 types of posts. First one is those that are related to the past. That's how I call it. I have the past, the present, and the future. Past is what happened with you until this day. So your experience, how did you grow, who did you look up to, who were your idols, who did you learn from, what did you learn from, do you have some stories, everything that you can come up with. Presence is what you do your day to day, right? So this is your existing current job and what you do, and you have the future, which is basically point of view, things that you see differently, or maybe you want to get out of the current company and do different things, or you want to advance in your career, or whatever it is, or you want to establish authority in a specific niche, or even inside the company, whatever it is, that way you have the posts which are talking about past, the present, and the future. When you make the bullets about the topics that you can talk about inside those 3 types of posts, basically only thing that you need to do is get to your Google Doc and start writing, right? So basically you have 3 posts per week: the past, the present, and the future. If you look at it on a monthly level, it's like 4 weeks, so it's like 12 posts. I usually don't start, and I wouldn't recommend you starting until you have the post for like 3 months, which means that you will have 3 months to come up with the post for the next 3 months. So write a post, add folders for the past, the present, and the future. Start writing posts, choosing photos, whatever it is. And when you have all that, schedule the posts. You don't need to schedule them, but it's easier for you if you're starting to kind of, I schedule the post, now I need to go to LinkedIn to connect with people and to engage with people. It makes it much more easier for you to go and do those things. So that's kind of in short how I recommend people starting, what they should do. Alexander, maybe you are doing it differently, so maybe it's not bad to share a little bit about that.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, since I'm breeding crunching numbers for life, and numbers are kind of my thing. I also plan my content as Nemanja does. So this is very important, and you need to outline at least some bullets, the buckets I was talking about, content pillars, motivational posts, how to post, whatever it is. So this scheduling feature which LinkedIn provides you, it's great. You can schedule your content, your posts in advance. Today you can schedule a post for a couple of days, weeks, I don't know, months probably in the future, which is great. And then you can devote your time for something else. So this is a very beneficial feature which LinkedIn provides you. Yeah, I was mentioning the plan. The plan is everything. You can use either Google Docs or simple Word or whatever, Notepad. I don't know. It doesn't matter, but you need to brainstorm, do your homework by researching relevant articles or relevant posts. You can also set a Google alert to notify you whenever is a new news article about I don't know, some topic published. Then you get notified and you can extract some points. If you want to use AI, feel free to use it. Everyone does it. Use it. So it's a great way, and just start. It's important to start. don't wait. The best time to start posting is now. So please feel free to post as soon as we finish this LinkedIn masterclass. You even can tag us. We will engage for sure, and you will see how the numbers are gonna grow for you. So feel free to start, and please be consistent. Try to do it at least 3 times a week in order to get some traction, and also don't forget to engage with other content creators posts as well by writing meaningful comments, as I point out several times on this session.
Yeah, so what I would like to invite you to do is, I guess that you heard at least one, useful thing during this hour and a half. So go to LinkedIn, do now a screenshot if you might, or whatever it is, and write a post about it. Share it with other people, and share your story. Add your first post if it's the first post. If it's not, add something different, but tell. The people about one thing that might be useful for them. If you heard one thing on this masterclass, you share it with other people, and make sure that you empower others. Right? We will jump in and add things, add comments. So you will see actually how it goes. Other people will see your profile. Other people will see you. Our connections will also see your profile, and that's how it goes, and that's how it starts.
Just a few things for the beginners. Nemanja and Alexander told you some professional examples and have a plan. But if you're just a beginner and you're not sure what to create or what kind of content and what's the topics, make it like a challenge. Choose first day 3 topics that starts on B, and after the 2 days 3 topics or some challenges that starts on C. Make it like challenge to you, and it's very important to be constant. Right now I'm not talking. Do you have a perfect plan? But that is a challenge. Just start, and when you start, and when you see the result, and when you see the engagement, when you see that you grow up on this platform, you will feel fine, and maybe after that create a great plan. Just make it a challenge to you, and be constant.
Yeah, and we are slowly wrapping it down. So if you have questions, feel free to ask. But one thing I want to tell you is try to have an opinion. Try to have a point of view. If you don't feel comfortable going out there, and you are afraid that somebody will give you negative comments or whatever it is, well, you are right. They will give you negative comments, and it will definitely happen. And it's better for you if it happens sooner than later, right? So go ahead and do it. And I always say, like, everybody has an opinion. I was just reading a post from Derek La Liberté, who is a great guy when it comes to personal branding, and he says, like, everybody has an opinion about everything. My wife has opinion about my shoes. I have opinion about her shoes. Like Dan and Alexander have opinions about my shoes. Everybody has an opinion about it. Is the same as with LinkedIn. Is the same as it is with marketing. Everybody has opinion about those things. So go ahead and share your perspective, and feel free to fight for it. Right? So it will spark discussion. Sometimes somebody will block you. That's okay. Sometimes other things will happen. If you try to go and change your career and go into different directions, that's also okay. Some people will start following you, but those that actually care about you will stick with you. And mind, focus on your goal. I told you, have a goal, what you want to achieve in 6 months, in a year. Go ahead and start doing it. Guys, any final words from you?
Yeah, I just want to give one remark in case just don't forget it. It's about this feature of scheduling your posts. Don't set it and forget it, please. If you are using this scheduling feature in, I don't know, 1 month from this period, and you forget to engage with your audience in the comment section, this post won't perform good. Please just remember, take your notes, track it, and when it goes live, engage, engage, engage. Engagement is everything when it comes to LinkedIn.
Okay, and the one from beginners: start today, and uh, don't ask for the result on Wednesday, but the next Wednesday, there will be a result. So please start today, and we will see you in LinkedIn.
Yeah, send us a message if you find this useful. It will be available for the next 48 hours on this stream if you're looking at LinkedIn or on Funky Marketing YouTube channel. Feel free to send us a message, give us the feedback, whatever it is, or if you have additional questions, we're here to answer. And thank you for staying with us for an hour and a half.
Thank you, guys.
Bye bye, guys. And,
See you on LinkedIn.
as we always say, at least on my side, keep it funky.
Bye.